Have you guys ever wanted to automate the extraction of images that are nested inside of a PDF? I'm going to show you guys how to do that really quick on this video. I have this simple automation for you guys inside of make.com. The tool that we're plugging into our automation to extract any image from any PDF is called pdf.co. It's a really cool tool. When you sign up for a free trial, they give you 10,000 credits. That's more than enough for what we're trying to do. And they'll give you an API key right here. It's really simple. Copy that API key, search up pdf.co inside of make.com and add a credential right here. Paste in your API key and you're good to go. It's that simple. For demo purposes, this is just a sample Google document with some sample or some fictional data and some fictional images. This one's AI generated. And we also have this infographic as well. We want to extract these images. Now, for demo purposes, I have all this inside of Google Drive. You can see that I have the image files completely separate from the PDF document itself. So in this demo automation, we're going to that file, that Google document inside of my Google Drive, and we're downloading it as a PDF file. We're then uploading the PDF to pdf.co, and we're using this module in make.com called convert from PDF. And the specific API endpoint that we're going to be using is this PDF to JSON 2. You can find that inside of the API documentation. If you are logged into your pdf.co account, go to documentation up here in the top right-hand corner, API docs, and then you can see it down here. If we scroll down a bit, we can see PDF to JSON, and this is the documentation that we're using. Now, make.com, we don't have to deal with this because make.com is essentially doing everything for us. I just want to point this out in case you guys want to customize this setup a bit further. So we're uploading the file, we're using the convert type from PDF to JSON 2, and then the key here is we need to add this profile right here. So this profile just lets us adjust specific custom properties with JSON. So here is our JSON. We have this, and I found this through their API documentation. We have this profile called SaveImages, and we need to set that equal to embed. And that's the key here. The last thing we need to do is select export type as JSON output and then hit save and you're good to go. You might need to hit, you'll probably need to hit advanced settings and then this guy will appear. Make sure it's JSON output, hit save, and then you're good to go. So let's unlink this right here and let's just run this really quick and see what the output looks like. It successfully ran. Let's take a look at the output right here. And this is what our output looks like. So if we want, we can see the JSON data right here. So if I go to this link really quick, I'll show you guys what it looks like. And it's just the JSON output, JSON file, right? Big nasty stuff. And this is actually one of the PNG images, all of the data right here. Now, it doesn't show up as an image. We need to do some conversion in just a bit, but I'll show you that towards the end. Where we find the image data, it's actually nested underneath body, the body collection, underneath the document collection, and inside of the page array. So inside of this page array right here, we have 3 items. So if we open up all 3 of these, we can see that only 2 of them are images. So you can see we have the image right here with the data, and here is the long string of data. That's the actual image data right here. Here's our second image that we can see. If we just open up this data, there's the second image. And then in this third item within the array, I don't know what this is, but it's not an image because you don't see any image variable that we can click to drop down and see any data. So not sure what that is, but we don't need to mess with that. So since we have that page array or the pages array, what we need to do is we need to iterate over that page array. So what we're doing is we are actually going into pdf.co and mapping in that page variable right here. So again, that would be underneath body and then document and then page. If you hover over page, you can see that page. Technically it shows up as a collection right here, but we just nest that in anyway and we're good to go. It iterates over all of that. The next thing we need to do is we need to set up a filter. So we're saying, hey, iterate over this array or this collection, this page array, and I want to only pass through this filter if this image variable exists. So we're setting the basic operators to exists and then hitting save. And then if that's the case, the last step, all we're doing is we're uploading that data back into Google Drive so that we can actually view it and do what we want with those images. So the file, make sure to select file as map. And then what I like to do is I like to give it a unique name, just using the timestamp variable. You can find that inside of the calendar variables, the date and time variables, and just insert timestamp, but you can give it whatever you want. And one of the last keys here is to convert that binary data into base 64. So we're using the toBinary function, nesting in the image data, and we're pulling this specifically from the iterator module. So we scroll over right here. Since we're iterating over the page array, we want to pull from the iterator module. So we're pulling this data variable right here, nested underneath image, which is ultimately from the page array. Hitting save and we're good to go. So if we do that, let me go ahead and delete these guys. So I will right click and delete, move to trash, boom, move to trash, and let's just run this module or automation one more time. As you can see, there should be 2 operations right here, and it will filter out the last third item because it's not an image, right? So you see 2 right here, and then if we go back to Google Drive, we should see both images pull up. Image 1 and image 2, just like that. I hope that helps some of you guys. If you want the template, it's over in my free community, Automate What Academy. If you go into Classroom and underneath free resources, you'll find it there. Thanks, guys.